Kimber Home Furnishings is having their biggest and best sale of the year, our Labor Day sale. What makes it the biggest and the best? Kimber has everything store-wide up to 50% off. Plus, get up to 5 full years interest-free and ask for bonus in-store coupons for even more savings. Up to half off, up to 5 years interest-free, and bonus coupons all in one sale. Don't miss our Labor Day sale at Kimber Home Furnishings. Kimber makes it home.
A lot of people go to where they bank their whole life. They put in that mortgage application and they get a rejection letter, but they don't get a why. They don't get that 20-minute phone call from their lender to explain the obstacles that are in their way, what those obstacles are and how they can overcome them, what they could have done differently in the process. And they don't understand that they have options. Our job is to educate you on those options. Our job is to learn you, to identify the obstacles in your path, make a plan, execute it, and get you over the finish line of homeownership.
Dr. Henderson, Dr. Wilson, and the entire staff at Henderson Chiropractic are dedicated to your family's health. If you're suffering from an injury, chronic condition, or just the strain of everyday life, we provide personalized treatments to improve overall health and wellness to all ages. Our clinic is equipped with modern chiropractic equipment and the most advanced technology to evaluate, educate, and treat our patients. Whether you have headaches, disc problems, nerve pain, degenerative conditions, or just not feeling energetic, Henderson Chiropractic can get you back on the road to good health. Henderson Chiropractic, the experience you need for the results you want. Call or stop by to schedule an appointment.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Lake Cumberland Sports coverage of local high school soccer, presented by Toyota Somerset. And our presenting sponsor, the Ford Brothers family of auctioneers. Want to thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Mike Kerr, he's Chris Staten, Jeremiah on the camera, Pat doing all the knob turning. We're glad to be here. We're at the new soccer complex up on the northern Pulaski County campus. Our first visit up here. It is absolutely great. Somerset comes in 9-0 on the season, and Pulaski County at 4-7. They have met one time previous to this. Somerset coming away with a 7-1 win back in mid-August. Glad you could join us. Hey, partner, I got good news and bad news.
All right.
The bad news is the sun's in your eyes right now.
But not for long.
Exactly. The good news is it's getting ready to go behind the trees, and we're going to have an absolutely glorious night for soccer. Chris, Somerset is riding a wave right now. They are already 2 wins in the All-A qualifying, and they're looking at a clean slate right now, and part of that is goal scoring, and we'll get into that in a minute. And then one huge part of that is goals against. They just aren't giving up any goals. What, under a half goal a game through 9 games?
0.4 goals allowed per game.
I don't know about you, but if I go out thinking I've only got to score 1 to win, that's kind of my attitude's going to be pretty good about things.
Yeah, and like you said, we'll get into some of the individual stuff in just a minute. But, you know, this Somerset team, I was sitting here looking at some of the stats leaders right now in the state of Kentucky soccer-wise, and Somerset is littered throughout the stats leaders. You're going to hear Tyson Absher's name a lot. He is second in the state in goals scored. He's 4th in total points. Andrew Tomlinson is 46th in the state, goals scored, 11th in assists. As a team, and this is where it gets a little crazy, Somerset is 5th in the state in team scoring, 2nd in team defense, only allowing 4 goals against, and that should tell you that they're the first, number 1 team in the state for team scoring margin.
Well, again, when I first saw that number, I did a double take. I mean, you're 10 games in, and that means you haven't had a flat game either. You haven't had one, where you've given up. They haven't given up more than 1 goal in any contest to this point, which is, it's off the chain. I mean, that just doesn't happen. And if you're Pulaski County, you've got to put all that behind you. You've got to try to come out and get ahead.
Yeah, and now, and so Pulaski, on the other hand, they don't have the prolific goal scorers that Somerset's going to run out here tonight. But defensively, you've got Gavin Lawson in goal, and he's 37th in the state with shutouts. He's got 37th in the state, sorry. And here's the one that is kind of one of those either or, good news, bad news. Do you really want to be at the top of this list? He is 13th in the state in saves. Now,
that means he's under attack.
He's getting fired on heavily, but I mean, with that being said, I mean, the young man has stood there. He's got 117 saves on the year.
Think about that.
And in 11 games, that's a 10.6 average per game.
And Lineski has. We
Lineski,
looked at the number earlier. It's minuscule.
So here's the difference. And just think about this stat for just a minute. Gavin Lawson has faced 117. That's a lie. He's got 117 saves. It doesn't show how many shots. 117 saves. Lineski on the other side, he has 5 shutouts, only 27 saves with an 0.4. So it's not like he's letting the ball get past him. He's just not been under fire.
It's not getting to him, which means that the sweepers and the defenders in front are doing a really good job too. We want to thank our guest sponsor tonight, the Venters Law Office, for getting in with us. We appreciate them. And again, we're getting ready. We're going to let Chris give you his Whitus Cabinets keys to the game, and we want to always thank the good folks at Whitus Cabinets, partner. Keys to the game.
So I want to go back just for a second before I get into that. So last year, these two teams met, and Somerset defeated Pulaski County 1-0 in the district championship. We were there. We called it an outstanding game. It was very entertaining. It was up and down the field, opportunities, but Somerset came away, won on PKs 3-1. But earlier that month, Pulaski beat Somerset 5-0.
Yes.
So there is, anytime that you play each other twice in the season, which all these teams do in district play and this and that. Somerset's obviously coming off the 7-1 victory back on August 15th. Absher had 3 goals in that game. You've got to let that one go. It's gone. It happened. Now you got a new game. Somerset has got to not play scared, play laid back. They've got to play their game. They got to attack. They're coming off a 3-0 win against Corbin, so they know how to put the ball in the back of the net. But you've got to know where Absher is at all times. You got to have somebody marking Tomlinson because he, 11th in the state assist. So you can't let them run free in space, and then you're going to have to look to counterattack. So if you're Pulaski, you keep the pressure up, you keep doing what you're doing, you keep the ball out of the box down here on Lineski, try to keep his sheet still clean, and then for Somerset on the other side, you have to look to attack when you have the opportunity. Look to score. Don't play afraid. So we're having just a little bit. We're trying to get worked out here, and hopefully everything will be fine. But for keys to the game, that's mine coming into this one.
The keys to the game are brought to you by Whitus Cabinets. At Whitus Cabinets, they provide their customers with friendly service. They value your business. It's their mission to provide reliable products and services. The courteous and professional team at Whitus Cabinets Design Center can turn your vision into reality. Visit the Whitus Cabinet Design Center on the corner of South 27 and Slate Branch Road to learn more about what they can do for you.
We need to go up or down?
Yes. We are trying to work out some bugs. If you have to, we'll have to maybe kill the air conditioner.
Well, for some of you, that'll be good. I mean, you don't want to listen to me and Kerr talk. We will have videos so they can watch the game.
You're going to open the window in a minute anyway, so hopefully things will get cleaned up.
I think it's that.
joins us, welcome. We are at Northern Middle School. Thank you. And we are overlooking the high school field. They used to call it the Maroon Lagoon. There were some problems with the Maroon Lagoon. One, it wasn't big enough.
Right.
The field wasn't regulation. This is a brand new complex, and it is absolutely gorgeous. JV game we saw before this one. Somerset come away with a 2-0 win over Pulaski. Hopefully we've debugged where the bugs are, and I want to remind everybody that we will have 4 soccer matches this week, one tonight, one tomorrow night, one Thursday night, one Saturday, and Friday night we will have 3 football games, one of those being our Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week this week. That will take place, I don't know, about a driver and a 3-wood from here, just over the hill at Pulaski County, and
That's a pretty good driver in 3-wood.
probably a car and a driver and a 3-wood maybe, but that'll be Pulaski and Corbin. Hope you can join us once again. We're Lake Cumberland Sports. You can find us pretty easy, LakeCumberlandSports.com. You can go to YouTube,
Now.
lots of places, but the sun is now going down, and my partner's smiling
Loving life.
because he can see. And as soon as he figures out he's got it figured out too. All right. We talked about the fact on paper, they don't play games on paper. If they did, we wouldn't be here. Somerset is a heavy favorite. It's Somerset and Pulaski, and this is the oldest rivalry in sports in this county because Pulaski County's been around since the early 70s, but Somerset is the grandfather of schools in this area. They've been around a long, long time. These two schools go way back. Anytime they play, it's fun, and I don't ever prejudge an outcome between these two schools. I've seen it in all sports, and I've shook my head when it was over going, that didn't really happen that way, did it?
Right.
So tonight, sit back, relax. You still got time to get out here. Come on out and support the kids.
And I didn't go back any further than 2010.
Yes.
Just get a little bit of history for you. And again, most of these games, obviously, none of these kids or their brothers or their parents played. But just to give you a little bit of history on this. So since 2010, these two teams have played 33 times, 34 times to be precise, and Somerset leads the all-time series since then, 27-6, with 1 tie, the 3-3 tie.
There have been 2 stretches of 6-8 years each that Somerset just dominated.
Right.
If you look back through the history side of things, and as you told me, and I agree with you, a lot of these kids' parents don't even remember that, so it's not really that important. We would be remiss if we don't touch on the fact is Absher, who played at Pulaski County last year, lives in a district where he is capable of moving, and he did, and he has moved to Somerset, and the expectation level on this Somerset team has been yanked. I mean, around everywhere we go, people are talking about them.
I have heard the term the best soccer team in this area in a long time. I have heard explosive. I have heard athletic. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and this will be my first time seeing them. But now I can think back, a few years ago, back in the 2009, 2010 time frame, there was a pretty good club over here. But then, in that time frame as well, Pulaski's had a couple of pretty good teams go through. So if they're as good as advertised, then it should be a win for them tonight. But as Mike alluded to, anytime you're playing your crosstown rival, records go out the window, things happen, and wild things happen.
Our compliments to Brian Miller, the AD here at Pulaski County High School. He's been fighting the weather a little bit, and we're so glad that he's doing better. And we are very, very close to getting this underway.
Yeah, they're walking.
Somerset. It's trying to make sure what I'm about to get into. We have 3 officials, and they're here before the game.
Well, having the JV game before the varsity does help. And again, you've got I can actually see the lines on the field now. When the sun was out here, it was tough. But they're bringing both teams to midfield, They're going to spread out, and as they're doing that, I will give you some starting lineups for both teams. Well, we're going to before we do that, we're going to do the national anthem. When we come back, then I'll give you the starting lineups. How about that?
My role as market leader here in Somerset is to ensure that customers have a great experience. You know, having somebody that you feel comfortable with to talk about, you know, your finances, your next move, your goals in life. We try to be that person. We try to be there to help and guide you the best way that we know how. You know, in my opinion, that's what separates us from other lending institutions. You know, we are a small bank. We care about, you know, the community that we serve and all the businesses that are involved.
Kimber Home Furnishings is having their biggest and best sale of the year, our Labor Day sale. What makes it the biggest and the best? Kimber has everything store-wide up to 50% off. Plus, get up to 5 full years interest-free. And ask for bonus in-store coupons for even more savings. Up to half off, up to 5 years interest-free, and bonus coupons all in one sale. Don't miss our Labor Day sale at Kimber Home Furnishings. Kimber makes it home.
For cash? Well, look no more. Alton Blakely's got cash? Is that cash, Daniel?
Yep.
And you're giving cash for cars?
Yep.
For real?
Yep.
Why not? Then on down to Alton Blakely, where selling your car is as easy as ABC. If you have a vehicle you'd like to sell or trade, it's fast and easy to get paid. And we'll give you top dollar. Visit Alton Blakely today. All the best since 1965.
Out here in the real world, we've spent too much time waiting around and wondering if we'll ever get to be what we really want to be. Now, it's time to move forward. And with a little help from Somerset Community College, you can finish that degree or start a whole new life as an IT VIP, a healthcare hero, and more. In less time and for less money than you think. The time is now. The place is here. Never underestimate you.
And welcome back to Northern Middle School, Pulaski, Somerset. And Chris is getting ready to give you our starting lineup.
Yeah, so as Somerset High School comes in as the visiting team, and they will be in the all-white uniforms, except for our goalkeeper, and he's got a little bit of off-take on the different color. We'll talk about that in just a second. But first, for your starters, starting number 2, a 5'10 junior, King Taylor. Number 3, a 5'6 senior, Eric Tucker. Number 5, a 5'6 junior, Andrew Tomlinson. Number 6, a 5'6 senior, Ethan Whitus. Number 7, a 5'4 senior, Jason Escobar Lopez. Number 9, a 6' junior, Tyson Absher. Number 10, a 5' senior, Jeffrey Lopez Radia. Number 11, a 6'2 senior, Jesse Hampton. Number 13, a 5'2 sophomore, Tyler Edwards. Number 18, Riley Minton, a 5'7 senior. And number 24 in goal tonight for the Briar Jumpers, a 6'6 junior, that's Landon Lineski. Now for the Maroons, home team on the scoreboard, they're in the black with a little maroon hint colors mixed in there. Goalkeeper in the Hawaiian teal color fashion. Yes, like that. And that is Gavin Lawson in goal tonight. He's a 6' senior. Number 3, Austin Morales, a 5'8 junior. Number 6, a 5'5 sophomore, Maddox Randall. Number 7, a 5'7 junior, Bo Cherry. Love that name. Number 8, a 5'8 freshman, Landon Hamilton. Number 9, a 5'8 junior, Josh Caruso. Number 11, Dylan Perez, a 5'8 junior. Number 12, a 5'9 senior, Ryan Beam. And number 15, Owen Lewis, 5'4.5 sophomore. Number 16, Jackson Parmley, 6'2 junior. And number 17, Leighton Bramble, a 5'8 junior.
Morales is going to, I think, do the honors and partner. Let's sit back, relax, bring the folks the game. And, again, if you're out and about, we're at Northern. So if you want to see the game, I would advise coming to Northern If not, tune into Lake Cumberland Sports. Tell your friends. This one's on YouTube. It will cost you absolutely nothing to watch. Thanks to our sponsors. Our guest sponsor tonight, the Venters Law Office. And, partner, I'm ready.
Yeah, we're just about set. Pulaski has won and decided that they would kick off first. And we're just a little bit behind schedule, about 10 minutes.
And the sun's gone.
And the sun's gone, so that's not a bad thing.
Bingo.
Our head referee is checking with his assistants, and he is going to set his clock, and we're underway. Austin Morales plays it back down the left side. Bo Cherry looking to make something happen. Square pass over here along the right to Hampton. He plays it well. Taken away right here at midfield by Escobar Lopez. He and Caruso fight over a little bit and played back. Somerset is in a 4-4-2 alignment and turn it over and already looking for something to happen there. Josh Caruso, and there is going to be a foul given. Yes.
Yeah, that was Cherry looked like, Lopez looked like he didn't think so, but I think so.
Yeah, a little hard tackle coming in, nothing malicious, but
no.
So Perez will get set to take the free kick. He's at a distance where he can put it up into the box, and he does, but Lineski goes up. That big 6'6" frame is able to bat it up in the air and chase it down. He rolls it quickly down the right side looking for Taylor. Somerset's on the break. He has some space, but stopped over there nicely by Bo Cherry. Takes it away. Now Somerset plays it back. Looking to send it ahead. Looking for Absher. Now it's intercepted. Tomlinson looking to make something happen. He finds Absher, and those two go at it. Again, that's one of your leading assist men in the state with your almost one of your leading scorers looking to make something happen early, and Somerset will win a free corner kick.
A dangerous combo, that is. And it will be...
Did you get a number on who's taking that?
Must be 20. I thought it was 30. It can't
and
be.
It is a low line drive in the box. Somerset tries to head it down. Just misses him. But Absher finds it on his foot. Drives it in, looks to cross. Nobody there. Now played to the middle.
That was Radia on the corner.
Radia on the corner.
Yes.
Eric Tucker looking to set something up, and it played back to Taylor. And Somerset, when they go to offense, they go to a more of a 3-4-3 type of look. There's a pass from the right side looking for Lopez, and I believe it's going to get out. No, Lopez gets there and saves it. I'm trying to look out the window.
Go ahead, you'll have to stand up.
Yeah, I'm going to get off my cord here. So anything played over here on the left side, Somerset wins the toss, and it's thrown in quickly. Absher puts a shoulder to it and gets it out of the back, and there's a pass that is taken nice by Josh Caruso. He did a 360, finds Morales. Morales looks to cross, and there's nobody coming from the backside, and it will trickle over the goal line. That will be a corner kick.
Trying to
goal
find
kick.
Caruso on the cross, and Caruso wasn't there yet, but still a good turn to take it all the way from in the mouth of your goal and at least get a shot near the goal down here.
And if I'm not mistaken, if I remember, Lineski's got a pretty big foot right here too. I think he will have no trouble sending it beyond.
You can see the respect of this already.
Yeah, and it does get across midfield, but played down. Somerset will gain control over on the far side from us, right in front of the benches. Now PC looking to make something happen. Sends it across, played down well, but given back right there in midfield before it's taken back again by Lopez. And he looks to do a little too much one-on-one, and they're going to get a foul on Lopez and give the ball back to
little too much dribbling in traffic, and then
Yes.
any sport, that'll get you in trouble.
So second foul of the game. We're 35-28 remaining here in the first half. Scoreless game. Ball sent on goal.
Wow.
And Lineski will take that one down and field it like a punt. No fair catch.
That was Perez from almost midfield.
Drop kick by Lineski. Just missed that one a little bit. Lopez misses it, and it's played back. Caruso and Randall go back and forth. Caruso comes away with it before he's picked clean by Tucker. Now it's sent down the left field looking for Absher. Comes right to midfield where Radia looks to set something up. Cleared out of there by Pulaski's defense, but Somerset hurries back and will take it back away. Now Somerset looking to attack down the right side. Whitus looking down there for Radia. He's dribbling around. Gets to the top of the box. Or Whitus just plays it back. Now here comes a little give and go action. Karam's off the defender and cleared out of there by Pulaski. Now they look to counter with Morales along the left side. Plays it ahead. A little too much. Somerset clears it out into that brand new building over there.
Bank shot. I will say one thing for Morales. He has a first couple steps about as quick as anybody you'll see. Got one player for Pulaski who may be coming off.
Yeah, I
didn't see the contact, but
yeah, no sub, and that's Morales,
yes,
who is coming off. Don't have a trainer looking at him or anything, so I don't know.
I don't either. I didn't see any contact, but that doesn't mean there wasn't some.
Sub that comes in for him is Luis Martinez. Pulaski gives it away along that far side. Long throw up to the middle of the field where Absher tries to head it back, miss it, but he gets the ball back on his feet. Kicked away. Somerset will look to continue their attack. Absher now finds it, tries to go over the defender and played well there by Beam, but now here Somerset along the attack with that back line of the Maroons. Gets things back under control. Given away, though, just in midfield. Somerset looks to attack.
It's Tomlinson.
1-on-4. He settles down. There's that little give and go play again down the right side. Taylor trying to send it across the box. Ooh. Almost a shot on goal by Tomlinson, but it hits the Pulaski defender up top and will be cleared out, and head referee will say that it went off of Somerset on the carom, and so Pulaski will look to start action again down here on this near side closest to us. Great crowd on hand, Mike. You can't see what I can see hanging out the window. Both sides have showed up for this one.
So far, 0-0 on your Randall E. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Lineski's just going to play it out wide over there for Edwards with some space. Looking upfield for Radia. Pulaski does a good job of taking that out of the way. Cherry and Perez brings it over here to the near side to Randall. And he's going to play it all the way back to Lawson. Now he's under some pressure. Has to get rid of it. And you see Pulaski, that high pressure coming up. But because so, they've left some area back on defense, and Crusoe's going one-on-one, settles down, and he sends it out, and there was almost a dangerous play. Lineski and Hampton didn't really communicate. Lineski had to come all the way up to the top of the box.
Going to get an offsides call. Well, I'm not sure.
No, it was
that's
just
what we
kicked
got.
out. Yeah, just
Yeah,
kicked
just
out of
went
bounds.
out of bounds. My bad.
The flag went up over there, but it was just saying that, hey, we're
Run out of room.
going this way. Pulaski throws it in quickly to Ryan Beam. Perez and Padilla battle for it. Padilla comes away with it. There is Absher. He's going to get, and it goes off the crossbar. So Absher with his first shot, and it gets on the crossbar and caroms out here to the far side. Yeah.
Randall and Lopez battling.
Yeah. And it will go out for a throw. So Somerset has the first shot of the evening.
Throw in, and Somerset's going to retain possession.
Tomlinson looking to move down across the line and cross. And it caroms off of Parmalee. And Somerset will get their second corner of the night.
Somerset, when they get a chance and attack, they come full bore. When they get slowed down, they go to sets.
Played in well, looking to head it. And Padilla on the carom will get his head on. Not a whole lot of pace, and it will stay left of the goal. But as you can see, Somerset is by far the aggressor. I keep calling Lopez Padilla, so I do apologize to Jason. Number 7, that's Jason Escobar Lopez.
Padilla is 10.
Right. And
it's going to be a throw for Pulaski.
That was Lopez on the header that went wide.
Caruso to do the honors. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, Caruso tossed it back, and Caruso gets it taken away. Now here's Absher down the left side looking to make something move. He gets it through. He's going to get on goal, takes a shot, and it just goes into the side net and will go out of bounds. So
but a turnover on the ball out here 35, 40 yards from the net, and 3 counts later there's a shot on goal. You can't. That's where Somerset will hurt you. Lawson doing a good job to take his time for a second, let everybody get a breath.
Left-footed kicker, and it's a low line drive that gets all the way down 3/4 of the field, and there's a fight for it there going on between.
They're going to say Somerset throw.
Yeah, so Morales.
I missed that one.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. Morales and Mitten were fighting for it, and I guess they said it went off of Mitten. Absher tries to go 1v2. Pulaski just clears it out of play. Now it's thrown into the box, and that is Radia that will get to it. He chips it up, and Lawson is able to grab that one.
Lawson's been a busy man.
The 137 saves already. That will be the first one of the night for him, because that one could have found the back of the net.
Beam got it ahead, but the shot from Morales will be corralled.
Beam with the shot.
I think it was Morales. Beam with the pass to set Morales up for the shot. Could be wrong.
Well, it is. Lopez and Randall fight for it. Dylan Perez looking to send it upfield. It's headed back. Now 3 consecutive head balls. And they're at midfield, and Ryan Beam takes it and sends it all the way back to Lawson to try to get this Somerset defense moving from side to side. Good pass there to the middle of the field that finds the foot of Owen Lewis. Looking to attack down the left side. Taken away from him over there.
Escobar Lopez, I think.
Sent all the way down. Absher's going to get to it first. A late tackle from behind, but it gets played out back there on defense. That's Parmalee.
No foul call.
No foul, just a throw. Keen Taylor comes all the way up from midfield to help in the attack formation. You see Somerset pressing forward. Whitus looking to send something in the middle. Pulaski really crowding the box. Yeah, really crowding the box. And Ryan Beam's going to come all the way across the field with it. Somerset not showing any pressure. They're going to play a little 3-man game here. Caruso's finally going to get it with some space up the right side looking for Morales. But Tucker does a good job of getting away where Lewis finds it. He sends it down the left side looking for Hamilton. Waiting for a little bit of help. Cherry joins in. Probably a handball that's uncalled. It caroms off the foot. All the way back up here to midfield with Perez. Misplays it. And Whitus looks to go ahead. And he's taken down, and we'll have a foul given by Pulaski, their first of the night.
You know, not a bad foul.
Really not.
The ball was ahead, and not numbers, but at least an equal set.
You'll hear that called a professional foul when they're trying to slow down the attack.
Professional foul.
Since these guys aren't professional, since they're not professionals, we'll call it.
Yeah,
Tomlinson looks to send it into the box. Oh, and it's played down nicely there by Radia. He jumps over Lawson but can't control it. It clears out. Almost had an opportunity. How he was able to manage that and stop that ball on a dime. Looking for Absher behind the defense. He will come away with it. Sitting over here in the left corner, looking to set up a cross. He will chip it up. Oh, and he was looking for his teammate Radia. Just got over his head a little too tall. Ran down by Somerset. Edwards finds it, looking to set something up. We'll give and go with him and Taylor. Sent in and cleared out of there by Perez. Now you've got to have a 1v1 situation here. Tucker, he does get slowed up by Kissinger, and it's going to be sent on, but just wide.
Yeah, Pulaski got the ball on the foot of their best scorer in space, as you said, one-on-one. The shot had to be taken from a lot further out than I think Morales really wanted to.
Yeah, distance, and he just wasn't able to get it directed on goal. So it does go wide, and Lineski, right-footed kicker, gets a little every bit just across midfield, headed down there by Beam, where Morales finds it again, tries to play it back, given away from him. Now Somerset looking to counter, and you can see them, Mike, every time they are looking to play the ball ahead and let Absher.
And that first play ahead pass is looking for number 9.
Every time.
Every time.
Again, Lawson, big left-footed kicker, and that ball's misplayed a little bit and will roll all the way back to the goal. Lineski will come out, but not under any pressure. So we will goal kick all the way down to the goalkeeper for another goal kick. 22 minutes and 46 seconds. Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. First half action here between the Maroons and the Briar Jumpers. Scoreless so far in this one. So Pulaski has managed to keep this high-powered scoring attack of the Jumpers off the board, but Somerset looking to set something up. Absher gets right at the top of the box and looks to make a move, and he is played off there nicely by Parmalee.
Tomlinson did a really nice job to get it into the center to try to get that pass away, but we're going to get a substitution for Pulaski County.
Nate Unthink
will
checks
check
in. And also for Somerset, you're going to have Luke Stringer checking in. And there was one more over on the far side, and as soon as he turns around, I can get a number. It's 20-something.
20-something. All right, I've got 5 to choose from. You're going to
I'm going with 21, when that'll be Amilcar Castro.
All right.
So he checks in, and Somerset will get another corner.
Third
and it is
corner.
Set up, and it's long to the backside and headed out of there, but finds the foot of Tucker. He tries to chip it back in. Heavy touch there at midfield by Edwards, but Somerset able to corral it. And Castro and Radia playing a little two-man game over down the right side.
That one went up the backside of Unthink.
Yeah. Edwards tried to chip it in, and Unthink just got in the way of it. And it's going to come all the way back here past midfield, where there's only 4 white jerseys played there at midfield. Luke Stringer just into the game, and Lawson had to come out that
Thought
time.
about it, didn't he?
And it was a foot race. Now, he had a pretty good lead on Absher, ball coming at him, but he just did beat Absher there.
He's done an excellent job to this point in goal.
Pulaski going down the left side. It's going to be cleared away over there by Castro.
Lewis
Sub in for
no, it won't be.
the Maroons.
Cherry will do the honors.
Wyatt Finnison will come on the pitch for the Maroons. He'll give Caruso a break. Now, switch around a little bit. Thrown into Unthank. He tries to pass it back and will kick it out of bounds. So Somerset will look to go back on the attack in a hurry. Bad pass. And Hampton just lets it go all the way back to Lineski. And he sets throw out here to the left side. Finds Eric Tucker. Now Absher surveying the field. Sends it to the top of the box for Radia. He looks to go one-on-one, and it is going to be a low screamer that Lawson is going to have to go down the ground to save.
Radia got a lot of foot on that.
His second shot, that one on goal. Lawson had to make the save, so his second save of the night. And yeah, that one may have caught him a little bit.
Still waiting on the official.
Well, Lawson, when he went down, that ball squirted through his hands.
Okay. They're giving Lawson a chance to catch his breath.
Yes.
That was well said, wasn't it?
You can only imagine. I'll just leave it at that. But we are back to action, and a big Lawson puts his foot to it, and it's a long kick down the left side. Edwards over there trying to figure out what he's going to do, and he finally just has to clear it out, and Pulaski will get a throw deep in Briar Jumper territory.
I think we'll do the honors. Keep an eye on Morales.
Pulaski will send up, and it will get headed on. That was a good job of directing that one. That was Owen Lewis who was able to get his head on it, and it will go down as a shot that Lineski had to save. Not a whole lot of pace on it again, but that will be Lineski's first official save. Played all the way down here to the left side.
This is when you get into danger zone. You get late in the opening half, you get a little tired, you get a little bit slower, and somebody will get a breakaway.
Yeah, a couple of subs coming back into the game for the Maroons. Josh Caruso will check back in. And for the Briar Jumpers, Ethan Whitus checks back in. Lawson swings it downfield. Finds the head of Hampton. Well, Tucker looks to set something up, plays it back, and they will cross it all the way to the far side before it's chipped ahead. Looking for Radia. Whitus finds it. Castro looking to survey it. Absher puts a head on it, sends it ahead. Under some pressure there by Lopez, and luckily Pulaski had two defenders there. Lawson had to go down and stop that one as well.
Almost can let those words follow each other. Absher, two defenders. He's not been lonely out there tonight.
Yeah, Absher, Lopez, Radia, those three, when they are around the ball, which they are a lot. Tough pass right there from Randall to Perez. Plays off of him. And now Lopez looking to set something up here on the near side. Played back to Tomlinson. Tomlinson makes a nice move on Unthink to get around him. And he's going to take a shot just inside the box. And it will go all the way down to the softball field.
Ankle breaker right there. A couple of moves by Tomlinson. Still a wild shot, a cleared the goal by a bunch.
Yeah, that was Andrew Tomlinson.
Did show a little footwork, though.
He did. He made a nice move here just across midfield. Got unthanked turned around, then had some space. He actually had Radia running ahead.
Yes.
And just could not find him. So Lopez and Finnison battle for it before it's given back to Tucker. Tucker plays it ahead to Tomlinson. Tomlinson. Yeah, you can see Absher. He was going to let that ball play through and then him circle around and get to it. And defensively back there, Parmalee just not would let him get free. We're going to have another sub in here, a little stoppage at 15 minutes. And we've actually got a stoppage in play as the referee is going to come over and talk to one of his assistants.
Yeah,
so
there's going to be a discussion. I'm not sure. I know what it might be if it was me and you. Man, we need to wait a minute. I'm worn out. But no, they're discussing something that happened here in front of us down to our right. Oh, somebody in the crowd might be being ugly.
Yeah, and so your head referee is coming over and
we don't
and
accept that.
Look,
we have a hard enough time getting officials. Keeping them's another thing. Be cool.
Yeah. So at 15 minutes exactly with a little stoppage play, Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard still in a scoreless game here from Northern Middle School, Pulaski and Somerset. Throw to the middle. Beam comes running up late. Now he plays it back out right to Caruso. And Caruso thought a little miscommunication with him and Finnison. And it will roll out of play, and Somerset will get a throw. And we got a sub coming all the way across the field for the Briar Jumpers. And also you're going to get Owen Lewis checking in for the Maroons.
Coach Lewis and Coach Gillum doing a pretty good job trying to keep fresh legs out there for this final 14 and change of the opening half.
Keen Taylor checks in for the Briar Jumpers.
Morales jogs back down into his position.
Caruso throws it in. Ball gets played in the middle where Lewis misplays it. Now Somerset on the attack. Played out wide, looking for Taylor, headed down. Hampton working for it. He's under a lot of duress. Now it's sent back into the box. Was going to be headed out. No, it's going to be kept in play. Good job down here along this sideline by Randall. Caruso sends it up looking for Morales. Gets over his head. Somerset quickly back on the attack. Whitus just circles around, surveys the field, sends it over here to Tucker. Tucker's taking his time, seeing what might be open. Absher calmly takes it. He turns, looks for some space. He will get across and put a shot on. Couldn't get on top of it, Mike, and get it to bend back down, and it will go high over the goal.
Well, if you're Pulaski County, you're doing a good job, I think. You're frustrating the shooters, the scorers of Somerset. They've taken a lot of shots, but nothing serious on frame. And, you know, they're in the way. They're double teaming, and that's what you have to do.
And so Coach Lewis's tactics here in this game a little bit different than the last time they played. Head looking to play it ahead. Absher, again, defensively, there by Parmalee doing a good job on him and played all the way back to midfield, but Tucker is able to shield off the defender.
Good job by Tucker.
Now PC will corral it. Morales knocks it down. Given away. Given back. So PC. You see a man trying to sneak up from behind. Now it's sent to the middle of the field. Perez misplays it. 11:58. Winding down in this one, a scoreless game between the Maroons and the Briar Jumpers. You probably heard that one. Yeah. And on the field, as Tomlinson was trying to play it ahead, and Caruso stuck his foot in and knocked it out. And, yeah, it's going to bring, the referee's going to bring Taylor up closer to midfield. Played back to him, as you traditionally see. The person taking a throw in gets it right back on the exchange. Somerset plays it and crosses the ball all the way to the other side. It's trying to switch the defense a little bit. And we'll go out of bounds.
Take a seat. Our partner's working from the standing position tonight and having to work.
Nice move. Yeah, nice move right there by Beam. And he turns around, sends it ahead, looking for Caruso. Lineski comes out in a hurry, throws it out to Tucker. Tucker along the left side. And Taylor's going to bring it back to the middle of the field. Passes it to Whitus. And Radia comes back, and he's looking to send it on the back side. Headed down there by Randall. Oh, and there's a shot with some pace on it. Keen Taylor, and it is saved out there by Lawson. So trying to put a little more pressure on Lawson. That's the 8th shot.
Hamilton trying to clear. I think he may have been fouled.
Only 4 of them have been on goal, and Lawson has saved all 4 of those. Taylor's first shot of the night, and I think they gave a foul over there. So been fairly clean tonight. That's only the 3rd foul for the Briar Jumpers, 1 for the Maroons. Ball comes all the way over here, right in front of us, Mike. I got a good look at that one.
You want to autograph it next time?
I would have.
Okay.
Lewis trying to go one-on-one and says it went out, and the referee changed his mind. He first gave it to Somerset, then he turned around and gave it back to Pulaski. So Pulaski, even with the top of the box, will get a throw. Thrown to the top of the box, where kind of a dangerous play right there to let that one go. Whitus let that ball get to the ground. Caruso on the far side tries to make a shot that gets deflected. Now, a tough pass, but you've got a runner coming. That's Taylor. He will get his foot on it, looking for Absher. He draws the defenders, and Taylor's going to take another shot. And so you could see the threat of Absher right there. When Taylor got the ball, he took it to the right side. Absher was attacking the left side, and all 3 of the defenders gravitated towards him and had Taylor.
Scouted respect.
Yeah.
Or scouting.
Yes.
Or coaching.
Or both.
Or all the above.
So Jason Lopez checks back in for the Briar Jumpers.
8.5 to go in the opening half. No score on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Little step over move there by Hamilton, but really didn't fool Taylor. He stayed right with him. Good defense there by Taylor. Thrown in quickly. Beam plays it back now. It's sent upfield looking for a runner. That is Hamilton over there. But Somerset tries to clear it back, but all the way back up here to midfield where Beam finds it. Now PC will switch it and attack down the right side.
Nice.
Oh, goodness gracious.
There's
great
the best
pass.
scoring opportunity of the night.
Yeah, Dylan Perez sent it in, a great pass, and finds Caruso attacking, gets his foot on it, but chips it up over the goal.
A sliding attempt, though, that was pretty. Great find on the, as you said, on the cut, and just couldn't quite get it low enough.
Yeah, Perez had been looking for that and was just not able to find Caruso, but a great ball.
Yes.
The same.
Put a little more spring in Pulaski's legs, you think?
Lopez sets it down, gives it to Whitus to throw it in, and it's thrown ahead, bounces off PC player. Now Absher looking to dribble through space. And PC does a good job of clearing that out again, but Whitus is able to corral it, and he sends it down to Lopez. Whitus keeps going. 2 defenders there with him, so trying to let it roll out of bounds where they'll get a throw in.
Pulaski's players insistent there was a handball in there somewhere, but I don't think they're going to win that one.
Well, so ball's thrown all the way to the box where it's headed up, and Lawson has to go in there, go to the high point drill, Mike, and that's a high pop-up right there.
It is.
He got all of that one. Comes down untouched, fighting for it. Somerset will come away. Lopez gets it at midfield, settles down and sends it back to Tucker, and Tucker's going to send it all the way back to Lineski.
Tucker will send it back to goal. And
so now Lineski will send it the other way.
Yep.
And they'll look to attack. Looking for Radia over there.
That was Cherry.
Yeah, chested down by Cherry, and he just throws it out of bounds. And Cherry and Taylor have went at it over there on that far side for most of this first half. Winding down to the 5-minute mark here in the opening half from
Still tied at Neal.
Northern Middle School, Pulaski and Somerset playing for the second time this year. 0-0. And all the everything we talked about the scoring and this and that does not happen. But here's Absher. He's going to get his shoulders around. And great job there defensively on the back line. I believe that was
Initially it was Bramble. I'm not who else came over to help.
Yeah, I think it was Beam that got.
Could have been.
No, that was. Yeah, it was Beam. Bramble had him, but that gives Somerset another corner. They're waiting for their attackers to get up there, and it's a low line drive sent on. But Lawson has to double fist it out of harm's way, and Randall was winding up his shot, and Morales stepped in from behind and knocked it away.
Taylor centers across. I think it will be a Pulaski throw.
Yeah, gets all the way across the sideline.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been, but gets played down. And it's going to be sent up here to midfield.
Morales is going to come away with a throw out of this.
I was standing right here looking at it. I mean, Hampton turned around and hit
There's
it right
a
off of
handball.
Morales. And it goes back to Somerset. And now here goes Thomason on the attack. He finds Absher on the left side, and they're going to catch him offsides.
Yeah, they did.
Sneaking in.
Hey, Absher said, "You can't call offsides on me."
That was only the first one of the game.
The first offside's gone. We've seen a reasonably well officiated game, but there have been a couple handballs here and there that my old eyes thought they saw.
So Lawson,
but it's been clean.
Yeah,
I will say that it's been.
So Lawson from this distance will maybe get this all the way down to the top of the box.
Wow.
And push there that's not called.
Caruso was pushed out of the way.
Yeah. Chip to the top of the box. Caruso was looking to find Lewis, and we're going to get a sub, I believe, maybe on for
Somerset.
The Briar Jumpers.
Yep, I can't see that. Well, they told him to whoa up.
Yeah, Stringer was starting to go off. And Edwards was trying to come on, but they're going to say
not in time.
No. So 2 minutes here in the opening half. Scoreless tie. Pulaski looking to mount an attack. Chipped into the box, but really nobody there but white jerseys. And that one is headed back, and probably a good thing that Absher didn't take off running.
Yeah, that time if he had been on the free run.
Lay it down there. Padilla will find it. Tomlinson looking for. Oh, they're going to call him for a foul. And, oh, he rolled his ankle as that play was over.
Oh.
He kept going.
He is down.
And he rolled his ankle, Mike. And that could be
more than huge.
An injury that you do not want to see happen. I saw it as he played through, took an awkward step, and wasn't even attempting to hit the ball or anything.
While we wait, and there's going to be a stoppage. We've got other players down with cramps. But the name you know when you or your friends or family are buying or selling real estate is Ron Shaw with Weicker Realtors Ford Brothers. Ron has a long-standing history of community service and is a proud supporter of youth sports in the Lake Cumberland area. Ron truly cares for others, works hard for all of his clients, no matter the size or value of the property they're selling. You can contact Ron Shaw at 606-271-0774 or email him at ronshaw45@gmail.com. That's Ron Shaw at Weicker Realtors Ford Brothers. I look up, I'm waiting on you. They're still attending to the injured player, are they not?
They are. And you talked about that there were some other players down the field, and I want to say this. I want this out here because you love to see this kind of sportsmanship, especially in crosstown rival.
Yep.
PC had a player with some cramps, Dylan Perez, laying down on the field.
I saw that, other team.
And captain for Somerset, Ethan Whitus, was the one that had him down stretching his leg. And
that's pretty good
he
stuff.
got done, helped him up. So, there's a lot of people that will say that this is a bitter rivalry, and I won't use the word hate, they dislike each other, and that's not always. These kids have grown up.
They play on club teams together. They play other sports together. Some of the parents need to grow up every now and then,
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Don't forget, Don Franklin is our official photography sponsor here on Lake Cumberland Sports, and a big thank you to them for presenting tonight's soccer coverage. Be sure to take advantage of the end of summer savings at any of their Somerset locations. Visit them at those locations on Facebook at Don Franklin, Somerset Family of Dealerships. They'll treat you like family.
And so Absher will get up under his own power, and he's going to have to walk, go out of the game.
The good news is he appears to be putting weight on both ankles.
Yes, and does not appear to have a hobble, a hitch.
A hitch.
Hitching his giddy up, so expect to see him back in. But I would say here in another minute and 9 seconds, I don't know if he does tape his ankles or not, but I would expect that you'll probably see a tape job here at halftime.
Retape, even if he does. Yeah. Well, you're, a little over a minute to go in a scoreless half here on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. We'll give you a recap. I'll do the scoring recap at halftime, partner, if nobody scores between now and the 109 mark.
Deal.
Okay.
Ball played up ahead into space where nobody was at. And so Somerset will look to throw as the clock winds under a minute. Yeah, they're going to call an illegal throw here. Tried to get it in really quickly. He was just throwing it in just a short little toss and didn't get all the way behind his head. So Caruso, nice move, plays it off of his foot. Now it's given away. And we'll get all the way across the field. Or Hamilton. We'll just let it roll out. Pulaski takes another throw here. 27 seconds and winding. So unless something in a hurry happens, and right there you see Somerset on the attack.
Taylor a strip.
Taylor.
Yes. That one sailed over the fence. You can touch them all.
Played quickly in, and here's a shot that's going to go way over. It had the towards,
yes,
Mike, but it was very much high. And that will bring us to the conclusion of the first half here from Northern Middle School. Pulaski County Maroon Somerset Briar Jumpers find themselves in a scoreless game, and we're going to step away and be right back after these messages.
Toyota of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different reading services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Here to come in 17500, here to come in 175 too. I 200 down, got it here to come in a quarter.
Like successful sports programs, putting together a successful auction takes a lot of planning, organization, attention to detail, and teamwork. And you need dedicated and committed people pulling together. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we've been successfully selling the country since 1965. Ford Brothers Auctioneers. Give us a call or visit us online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
And welcome back. There's a whole lot of direction going on here. Pat, our producer, trying to straighten us up. Halftime, Neal on a Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard, Pulaski and Somerset in a closely contested, very evenly played, and a fun half of soccer to watch. I'm glad you joined us. I want to remind you that keeping stats and scores not as important to players, coaches, and fans. The same can be said about keeping your taxes and finances in order. For over 26 years, Randall B. Turpin CPA has been doing just that. If accounting's not your thing, let the pros at Randall D. Turpin CPA do it for you. Proud sponsor of the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard, located on Parker's Mill Road. Chris, you have a scoring recap.
I do. 0-0.
Shots on. All right, Chris has some statistics. We're having a little bit of fun with each other right here.
So I will go ahead and give you just a little bit of a breakdown here. For each team, first for the visiting Briar Jumpers, they have managed 10 shots in this one, but only four of those have made it on goal, and Lawson has saved all four of those. Keen Taylor has had 2, Tomlinson has had 1, Lopez has had 2, Absher has had 3, and Radia has had 2. Somerset has managed 3 corner kicks, not been able to capitalize on the set pieces, and there have been 3 Somerset fouls given, and they had 1 offsides in the first half. For Pulaski County, they have had 4 shots, only one of them being on goal that Lineski was able to save. They have not had a corner kick on the night. They have given 1 foul. They've had no offsides, and that is pretty much the extent of it, Mike. 0-0 ball game. Somerset obviously has been the aggressor. Pulaski has done a very good job of taking some missed cues from the Somerset offense and been able to try to set something up. The best scoring attempt for them, Perez, looking for Caruso, come flying in just at the top of the PK area and will come sliding in and chipped it up over top of the goal. Could have very easily been 1-0 PC. On the other side, Somerset has taken some shots. All of them have come at distance. A couple of them have had plenty of pace on them. But again, out of the 10 shots, all but 4 of them have went way over the crossbar, into the side of the net, just really not been able to, as Mike likes to call it, their towards were off, just not able to get it in. But that's where we stand in a 0-0 scoreless tie here from Northern Middle School.
I want to remind you that Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services made it their mission to be the trusted leader in promoting mental health in Kentucky for the last 23 years. We personalize service to meet your needs, whether it be in the office, over the phone, or through the computer. Call Entrust at 606-676-06 838 to get services started today from anywhere in Kentucky. You can always visit their Facebook page at Entrust Healthcare Counseling Service and learn more about how they can help you or your family today. At Entrust, your mental health matters. We're at halftime of a scoreless battle between the crosstown rivals. Neil. We want to remember that the official photography sponsor here on Lake Cumberland Sports is the Don Franklin family of dealerships. Whether it's soccer, volleyball, basketball, football, baseball, whatever else that we will find a way to cover, Don Franklin is there with us. We want to thank them for all they do. Be sure to take advantage of their end of summer savings at any of their locations. Visit them on Facebook at Don Franklin Somerset Family of Dealerships. They'll treat you like family. We're going to wind this down, and what I love is in both ends of the field here, there's probably 50 kids that are out here trying to kick balls in the net and play soccer and show your dribbling and all your skill sets. If you're going to have soccer at a high level, that's what it takes. You have got to have youth sports, and if it comes to financing or putting youth sports on the field, this is as good as it gets, folks. You don't have to spend a lot of money to put a soccer club on the field. So we encourage you to join us. We're going to step out. When we come back, we'll get the second half of this 0-0 score straightened out after a word from our sponsors.
Toyota of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Here to come in 175-100, here to come in 175-2. I 200 down, got it here to come in a quarter.
Like successful sports programs, putting together a successful auction takes a lot of planning, organization, attention to detail, and teamwork. And you need dedicated and committed people pulling together. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we've been successfully selling the country since 1965. Ford Brothers Auctioneers. Give us a call or visit us online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
And welcome back. The concert is interrupted. Chris and I've come back to bring you second half action of Pulaski County and Somerset. Chris, we said in the opener, Somerset on paper, a favorite. More, okay? More of that. Is that enough?
Yeah.
We good?
Yeah, that's better.
All right, we said in the opener that if we played these games on paper, Somerset would be a heavy favorite. Well, they probably still are, but Pulaski's played them to a 0-0 halftime.
Right.
And about the minute and so many seconds mark of the end of the first half, Somerset's leading scorer went down with what appeared to be an ankle injury. The good news is he was up and walked off under his own power, but the effectiveness of that could have an outcome on the second half. And can you continue to play, I won't call it rope-a-dope, that Pulaski's defense, but they've been very defensive oriented in this opening half. And can you continue to that for another period?
Well, and you alluded to Absher's ankle injury. If it's, I don't see him over there getting retaped, anything going on. A 10-minute break. Cool down, that thing stiffens up a little bit on you. If he's not able to go here in the second half, that definitely changes the attack by the Briar Jumpers. But if you're Pulaski, what you're doing is working. Yes. Obviously, you've held the leading goal differential team in the state to 0 goals in the first half.
So let's don't let that slide by without talking about what a job Lawhorn has done in goal. And the sweepers in front of him, the defenders.
Yeah, they've just not allowed these goal scorers to get very many clean looks. So, again, I don't know that you change much tactics defensively, but you could potentially, or take a look at maybe offensively, as both teams come back onto the field.
We're getting ready to answer those questions, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because Both teams are gathering. We got a game tomorrow night? Yes. We got a game Thursday night? Yes. We got a game Saturday? Yes. This week, 4 soccer matches, as well as 3 football games on Friday night. Lake Cumberland Sports, we're busy. We're glad you joined us. Please thank our sponsors, and my partner is pointing at the mid-circle. And I think that's because the gentleman wearing number 9 is about to start the second half. So
he's back. That's what I was.
That answered the question.
That answered our question. So good to see him back in the game.
It is. Even if you're a Pulaski fan, it's good to see him back on the pitch.
So we are just about ready to bring you second half coverage.
Tell Jeremiah to tell us got to move so I can see. I'm just kidding. Our camera is blocked momentarily. That'll change.
Getting a good view of
Mr. Taylor's getting some face. Well, no. There it is, a little FaceTime. Finally, he turned and joined us. We're waiting on the officials to give the signal to start this thing.
And we have
we're close.
A late arriving assistant referee here on our side.
Hey.
But he
may have had stuff to do.
But we are ready. And so Absher will play it back. And we are underway here in the second half.
Glad you're doing this. Sit back, relax, listen to Chris, and we'll have a little fun.
Played back in defense, and they're trying to figure out how they're going to attack this. And Absher looking to make a run with it. Played out of there by the Maroons. Now Lopez looks to give it to Whitus. Lopez comes away with it. Will send it across here the near side to Thomason. Thomason with some space, and he is going to send a shot on that gets deflected at the top of the box and gets on to Lawson, and he puts his chest in front of it. And so Somerset will have their 11th shot.
Punted all the way down to this end as Morales is trying to make a play. You can't look down right anything with these punters.
Nope.
So,
nice heel by Beam there at midfield. Now that's given away. Somerset at midfield. Played ahead to Absher. Absher looks to give it back to Lopez. Cleared out of there by the Maroons back line. Bramble. Oh, that ball played down nicely by Radia, but again, defensively, that back line for the Maroons has been stout all game. Clears it out. Somerset, nice through ball right there. He finds Radia. Radia will get a shot on goal.
Lawson again.
And Lawson will knock it down. And that was Radia.
Pulaski has it, front court, open backside. We've got a runner.
Yep, and it will get in the back of the net, and that is a goal.
Goal, Owen
Lewis on the goal.
Yeah, so that's exactly what we had talked about that they need to have happen.
At the 37-50 mark, or 55 mark.
And Owen Lewis will get the opening goal of this game at the 37-55 mark.
Now that defensive posture you've been in, you can be as defensive as you choose to be now with a 1-goal lead. That was well done. Somerset will.
Did you see who got the assist? Josh Caruso.
When in doubt, ask the press box. Kicked out of bounds.
They're usually right.
They usually are.
So back to live action.
You got one. Are you thinking 2 right now?
You'd love to get a second one.
You'd love to get that second one.
And there is Lewis again. He's looking to put one on goal. And Pulaski fighting for the ball.
Reams got it back.
the 50-50 balls, PC so far has been the aggressor on those, and it's sent all the way across here in front of me. I'll stand up and take a look at it. Perez looking to set something out. He clears a little space out of him and does send it to the middle of the field. But Caruso lets it go, and luckily it's misplayed by King. Comes back to him, and here's Edwards running in. And again, another nice pass.
That was Morales.
Caruso finds Morales running in, and he had a shot, but you have to give Lineski some credit there. He come down and shut the angle down and did not allow Morales a window.
That was big time score or goalkeeping right there. That was a tough shape.
Lawson, we've seen Lawson tonight make a lot of saves and do his job. Now here's Absher. He gets over top and goes to take a shot and sends it into the side of the net. So going to get first sub of the second half.
Still almost 36 minutes to go in this one on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Pulaski with an early goal here in the second half. It's taking a 1-0 lead over Somerset.
Luke Stringer checks in for the Briar Jumpers. Contact here at midfield. And yeah, I don't know. There's a foul given that questionable. So, but they will give it.
Yeah, needs immediate attention.
So Somerset will get the free kick here and just plays it over wide left. Tucker sends it to the middle of the field, looking for Whitus, and he does find him. Radia runs it down along the goal line. Plays it back to Whitus. Whitus looking to center it, and it's played out of there nicely on defense by Lewis. He just clears it out of danger. Somerset will get the throw. Absher looking for a call. It's not there. Thomason at the top of the box looking to make something happen. Radia there as well. Pulaski clears it back to midfield, but misplayed a little bit. Somerset will now gain control. Absher runs it down here in the far corner, plays it off the knee of the Pulaski defender, looking to find Radia in the box. And the Maroon defense again. Leighton Bramble will clear it out. Bo Cherry on the counter is misplayed by the Somerset defender. He swung at it, Mike, and whiffed.
Just stepped over it.
And Morales was there, and luckily he was not able to catch up with it. And you see PC sending a few extra attackers into the area with this, not content with this 1-goal lead. Finds Perez. Now you have an opportunity. Played back upfield, but only Absher's back here by himself.
1-on-3.
Yeah. So really no danger, but now here's an opportunity. This time a great ball. Tomlinson, is that a goal?
Somerset's screaming for a handball, but the definition that you gave me, now we're going to get a card maybe. But they are describing that the arms were in. We've had an ejection.
No, just a yellow card.
I mean a yellow card.
Yeah, just a yellow card. That's Tomlinson. He was unhappy. He was looking for the handball in the box.
You explained this to me the other night about the arms being in the frame and not extended, and that is what he was getting the description of, I think.
Well, I don't know if he was getting that or so much as that he was very adamant, and the head referee said, "Son, you can't do that. I'll call the game."
I got the green shirt.
Yeah. So at the 33-10 mark, Thomason will get sent off with a yellow card.
Not to over, but it's a heck of a run by Tomlinson.
It was. And so for Tomlinson, you will get Castro will check into the game for him. So 33 minutes, and that one might bring rain. Castro looking for it.
Ran out of room.
Yeah, ran out of room, thrown in. Castro heads it forward. That will find the foot of Radia. Now he gets to the middle of the box, has some space, trying to create more. He's got a runner over there on the far side that he just did not see.
Just chased the ball all the way across the face of the goal.
He took it from one side to the other and now sends a crossing pass that there's nobody there, but a great job by Castro to run that one down in the corner. Now he will send it in. Headed out of there nicely by the Maroons back line. Parmalee and Lewis both there to head it out of danger. So, yeah, Mike, Radia took it all the way down the right side, took it all the way across, and he actually, I mean, he had
a couple runners during that, but,
there's going to be and no foul given. The referee comes up, and he's not going to get a yellow card on
the flop.
Oh, he's going to get Absher.
That's what I'm saying. They got Absher for the foul.
Got him for the going to give him a yellow card for flopping.
That's what I think he has called him for the. Absher is down behind the bench over there. I'm sure he's venting a little bit, but an unusual call. We're a long way away from it, but flop in the box.
And Somerset playing a man down. Well, no, that young man over throwing it in. I don't have a number, but so throw towards the box, and they're going to get offsides. Yep, they're going to get Somerset offsides on the throw. But now you've got the far referee has come all the way up to have a conversation with the head referee.
We have had a little bit more excitement, wouldn't you say, here in the opening part of the second half?
Yes. So we did have our first goal of the game by the Pulaski Maroons. Caruso would find Owen Lewis.
Looking for a knee brace. Is Tomlinson back out there?
No, not yet.
No, he's not yet.
And so after all this talking back and forth, we're going to have a play on. The goalkeeper will pick it up. He was looking to send it up the field. So looking out here on the field, talk about two of Somerset's two better players are not in the game right now.
Well, their two leading scorers are not in the game.
Right, exactly. Tomlinson and Absher both get sent off with yellow cards, and so they're going to get some hydration and take a break, but both of them get set to come back in.
Both of them just jumped off the bench on cue.
So PC here on the left side of the box. Perez fighting for it, but Somerset will come away with it in a hurry. White sends it up to the right side and finds Taylor. Taylor sends it across and played out of there by Caruso. Radia steals it away from him, but then Caruso kicks it out of danger, and here come Tomlinson and Absher. You will get Castro and Stringer will check out. So 30 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the second half, Mike. Pulaski leads this 1-0. And I would fathom a guess that this is probably the first time that Somerset has found themselves down. But here's a good ball in the box, and it's a low shot. Lawson makes a great save, goes to the ground, and gets it out of there. Radia sent one across the goal. Here's a cross from the right side by Tomlinson. And Radia had an opportunity there, Mike, that Lawson did a great job.
He did.
On the save.
Lawson's done a really good job back there.
I've got him officially, or unofficially, I should say, with 6 saves. Somerset's had 13 shots, but only 6 of the 13 have been on goal.
Allow the kick. There must have been a penalty call.
Yeah, foul over there where
might have even
Lopez.
been for dangerous play because of the slide with the shoes up, or the boots, as you tell me.
High spikes.
High spikes.
So Lopez gets called. Here's a long line drive kick by Lawson all the way down the sideline that Pulaski will win a throw. Lewis looks to make a turn, gives it up. Now here goes Somerset on the counterattack. The PC does a good job of getting back and slowing that down.
Lopez will wait for a little help.
Whitus sends it out here to the near side where he finds Edwards. Now Edwards has a lot of space, looking to run it ahead. Now he will try to send it into the box, and he does, but Lawson come off his line, high pointed.
If you're Lawson, you love that.
Oh, yeah.
Shots from that distance kicked in the air like that, that's
one that he can get his paws on. Well done there by Hamilton. He looks to cut into the middle of the field, cleared out of there, and will come out of bounds into the stands. And PC hurriedly back in play.
28 minutes to go in the second half. PC clinging to a 1-0 lead on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
PC looking to hand the Briar Jumpers their first loss of the season.
And it's way too early to start talking about it. District seeding and everything else comes into play all of a sudden with this one.
Ball caroms.
I take that back. They would go to goal differentials and those kind of things probably. Casey has lost to both of these schools is what I'm getting at.
Long throw here up the right side. Hamilton finds it. Edwards is able to get his boot on it, but I think that was more maybe of a frustration. He hasn't really been able to get free tonight, and Morales just turned around and he kicked that one. That's the second ball that's made it down to the softball field tonight.
Yeah, he got all that one.
So back to action.
And Esky with the short ball to start it instead of kicking it deep.
Whitus looking to start the attack. He finds Radia down the left side, just not able to track it down. So a little aggressive on the pass. Of course, all three of these young men for Somerset, their front line players, all have speed to burn.
Yeah, and again, even though the pass was a little long, it's the right idea.
So we're going to play head balls all the way back to midfield before Lopez gets to it. Then Perez comes out with it. He's looking ahead for Caruso.
Ooh.
And almost Mike had an opportunity to do something with that. Now here goes Radia. He finds Absher down the left side. A little one-on-one. He brings it to the middle of the field. Will get a shot off, but again, you look and there's 5 black jerseys.
It's been that way. I mean, if you find 9 running loose, it's because he's on the other end down here. He's on the defensive end. That's what you've got to do, and somebody else has got to catch an angle and get a shot.
Or where they do surround him, Somerset has not done a great job of sharing the ball.
That's right.
And look to find an open player. And here's a ball, a great ball, and off play, and Caruso's going to have an attempt. Oh, and he had a shot, and again, they're going to get offsides. But I'm telling you, there's another. That is the third time tonight, able to capitalize one of them. The other one not given, and this one here was a offsides call, but Landon Hamilton and Josh Caruso just ahead of the pack, and Hamilton looking for Caruso.
Caruso trying to make sure all the body parts are still here.
That's the first offsides on the Maroons tonight.
Inopportune, but probably a good call.
Perez fighting for it. Absher takes it away. Now Perez comes back and takes it away from him, and they're going to get a hold up here. A foul will go on the Maroons, and we have a Maroon player back at midfield, slow to get up.
Yeah, you would think they would come and check. They haven't. Yeah, we're waiting on a whistle. I'm hoping we get one.
Yep, he does recognize it, and so stoppage of play here at the 24-12 mark of the second half. Pulaski County Maroons out in front of this one, narrowest of margin, but they do lead 1-0.
Partner? We have, well, again, that is
Caruso,
and he stayed a while after the missed run down here on the offsides call, and you could tell something wasn't exactly right, and they're going to give him at least a chance to get his breath, and hopefully he's not done.
So Somerset will get a free kick at about the 25. Well, a little bit further than that.
Yeah.
A couple players checking in for the Briar Jumpers.
Set call here.
Absher looking for some room, and he is being
held.
Now two of them, now three of them surround him. Now
Well, here we go again. Are we going to get one of those acting penalties?
Well, no. He was that time. He was being. We're going to get a yellow card this time on Maroons.
It is.
That's
Good
Bo
call.
Cherry. Bo and Absher were nothing bad, nothing malicious, but Cherry was
holding on,
draped all over.
He was holding
Absher.
on. Anyway.
And so checking into the game for the Maroons is Asher Smith. So we're stuck at the 24-12 mark and have been here for a few minutes.
Yeah, the officials are having a discussion about.
I think we are
tightening up.
Ready.
We're going to tighten things up a little bit.
Oh no.
I've been on the calls.
So Taylor, well, that's Tomlinson, will send it into the box, headed down. Now it'll be cleared out of play. So Parmalee doing a good job. We've called his name a lot in the first half, and he's not had a lot of pressure. Ball thrown in. Lopez finds it, looking to make something happen. Misplayed again here at midfield. That's happened a couple of times, and Morales makes a great play to keep it. Now, they let it go.
That's good officiating. That's good officiating. You had the foul, but there was also a potential breakaway. They let it play out and then going to call the foul. And pretty well done, I think.
Yeah, and then once the ball was
no longer being headed toward the goal,
they bring it back.
That's good officiating.
Yeah, so Perez will try to send it in, and it is taken away there by Tomlinson. Tomlinson's in a hurry. He dribbles all the way through the defenders, getting a lot of pressure, and he had again, and that should be. Oh wow!
Well, he got hands in the air and no call.
Yeah, and so ball sent back. That Morales
1-on-4.
Yeah, but he was ahead of the Briar Jumpers.
Again, a run.
Yeah, that's Radia down the left side. He gives it out wide to Perez, and now back here to the middle of the field to Whitus. Whitus looking to set something up, and he gets a cross block that's not called. Comes all the way back to midfield where Edwards looks to send it in, and it will end up being a goal kick. So Somerset sending that extra attacker ahead. Mike just trying to get some. They did that in the first half and not having any success.
And we're approaching 22 minutes to go here in the second half. Once again, Pulaski still leads 1-0. on your Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. By the way, 1 goal is as many as Somerset has given up in any of their previous 9 starts this year. They've not given up 2 in any of them.
And they almost did tonight. There's been a couple opportunities for Pulaski County to get that second goal. Somerset still looking for the equalizer, their first one. Now there's a ball played wide that Radia will get to. Makes a nice move, not tripped up, but let him play on. He comes in. So they were given the play on set. Radia over there was being defended, and he did a good job of getting over the defender, but now they are going to have a stoppage in play, and I didn't get a number, Mike.
Well, we've got I think there's somebody down.
There is. Yeah, he's the Pulaski player right over there.
Right.
And they're calling for a trainer.
I saw the arms go up immediately.
21, so that is Wyatt Finnison, who was over there on defense. And good to see him.
Pulaski's trainer is there with him, headed back toward the bench.
Yeah, good to see him get up. He's walking by in front of the Somerset bench, giving them high fives.
Saying
and they're
hi,
talking. Yeah,
speaking to them.
So, going to have a free kick here, right even with the top of the 18, Mike. This could be a danger area.
This is what you practice.
And it is chipped up, and we'll get an opportunity. And there's a header that is
What
down,
a job to clear.
And Perez is there to keep it out of danger. No, that was Leighton Bramble. Leighton Bramble with the nice job. Now Absher will take it down the right side, and he will play it off and win a corner for the Briar Jumpers. That will be their 4th of the game. They haven't been able to capitalize. It's played in quickly. Thomason takes it, and he sniper shot from just inside the 18, but will go out of play wide of the goal.
Wow. That was low and hard.
That had some intent on it, and Lawson's just going to play it out quickly. I believe that's Caruso back in over there maybe. He's looking ahead and nobody there, so Leneski will settle things down. Under 20 minutes, Mike. Still plenty of time. We will not have any stoppage time, additional time, I should say. We had some stoppage time, but no additional time. There'll be no PKs, even if Somerset were to get the equalizer. Somerset would like to continue their winning streak. Again, we've mentioned the 9-0. Pulaski comes into the season 4-7, looking to hand the Briar Jumpers their first loss of the season.
If this
taking
should
a lot of
stand
time.
Our games are available after we're through, and you can watch them free for nothing thanks to our sponsors. They'll be around the state of quite a few looks, I think, if this holds up.
And you've alluded to it at times. If anybody asks you for money or tries to charge you for our games, do not click on it. Do not give them any money. Ours are all free, always free, every time free.
Because our sponsors make it that way.
Right. So Edwards with some space looks to dribble it in. Now Absher looks to turn around and move, and a great job there by Hunter Black to just take it away from him.
Morales, Pulaski will end up with a throw out of this, but Morales he's kind of been a one-man attack at times, 1-on-4, 1-on-5, and
Bo Cherry will check back in for the Maroons, and he'll come all the way across and take the throw.
They accused him of holding down there a few minutes ago.
So Cherry surveying the field. We'll get it thrown in. Nice move right there by Beam. Beam turns and looks. Trying to get back on sides. Down here on the left side is Hamilton. He does. Gets the ball. He and Perez play a little give and go. And
we got a call here.
Yeah, well, no, we got a sub.
Yep.
So we got a ball get kicked out of bounds, and we'll hold it up, and 2 Somerset players will check in. And that's Castro will be checking in for Radia, and
Absher stands in the front side with 4, count them, black shirts to go with his 1 white shirt.
Stringer will check out, and I believe that's Taylor. Yeah, that's Taylor who's checked back in.
Okay.
So Absher and Taylor and Castro will now look to lead the attack. He finds Castro's foot to Absher. He rolls it up his chest, plays it down, turns, has some space, and will send it to Castro, who's on sides and has a lot of space. He'll dribble into the box, look to cross it. And again, there's Bramble again, who has done a good job. We've called his name several times.
Tried to get the center to Tomlinson, and Bramble in the way.
Bo Cherry just settles things down, and he'll send it all the way across to Crusoe. And Crusoe looking for the backside runner, and it's misplayed again and going to get a shot on. So the back defensive line for the Briar Jumpers tonight, that was Mustafa Ahmed. Nope, wrong team, he said. Landon Hamilton was able to get his foot on it. It was misplayed back there.
It was.
By Edwards.
So Somerset will start our direction. Quickly ahead. Nope, that's headed away, and Pulaski will come away, and our keeper is at the 30-yard line. Wow.
Lawson decided that he was going to.
Lawson wanted to get a sprint in. He was needing to stretch his legs.
So PC here at midfield.
Oh, my.
Ryan showing a little bit of ball skills, and he will find Morales. A lot of contact, and we're going to get a foul on Morales from behind.
Beam showing some serious footwork there for a minute.
Yeah, right there at midfield. He took on 2 Briar Jumper defenders.
We're headed toward 15 minutes, and now all of a sudden you start talking about cutting this thing in 5-minute pieces if you're on defense.
15 minutes to go here in this one. And played ahead, and it finds Lewis in space for the Maroons. He takes it away from Lopez. Those 2 go after it. Castro comes back, and we're going to wrap him up. Yeah, so they got the foul given to Lopez here for the Briar Jumpers. So the Maroons, and this right here has been opportunistic, this type of situation.
Certainly has.
Perez will send this one into the box. Well, he's thinking and walking around. Now he will put his foot to it, and it's a good ball that will get right to Lineski. But
good job by Lineski. Read it the whole way.
You had Hamilton running on it. Now Castro comes out, has some space. Now he's marked. Somerset will take it all the way down the side of the field where Taylor gets it into Tomlinson. Tomlinson spinning around in the box looking for some space, and he's surrounded by 3 black jerseys.
That's good defense.
And so Pulaski, their game plan is to not foul but surround the player with the ball.
Somerset's 9-0. This is an experienced team. They've got something left.
Taylor looking to try to set something up. Played across the top of the box. Looking for the captain. There, that's Whitus. And Whitus will put a shot on, but nowhere near the pace that we've seen from him.
Yeah, that was almost off the back shoe.
That will go down as a save for Lawson, his 7th of the night. And here's another ball bouncing that almost danger. Headed all the way down. Absher was not really involved in the play. Fought for it here at midfield, or Whitus wins it. Whitus gets it back, and he's looking to start something up. He's a little give and go with him and Absher, and it's a heavy touch there by Whitus, and he almost gives it away. Eric Tucker comes away with it, and it is bad pass given away. And Tucker, for his run all the way up, takes one right in the chest. And they're going to get Caruso on the hold. Somerset puts it back in quickly. Whitus looking for Lopez. Heavy touch, but finds Absher. Again, he's surrounded.
Well, if you're Pulaski, you've got everybody in your end right now.
Edwards with some space, looking for Castro. Castro gets tripped up, but fights for it. He wins it in the box, and it finds Absher's foot with an opportunity. He spins and
just a little tall.
Yeah, he gets the pace on it.
Got a lot of foot on it.
But will not find the back of the net. And
Lawson taking advantage of a chance to get a drink and let the clock meander down a few seconds.
17 shots.
17
by Somerset.
And
none of them have found the goal.
No net.
17 shots, though. And Lawson has had 7 of those.
And he's milked about 20 seconds off the clock.
Which what you want to do in this situation. Gets all the way back to the midline. Nice ball there, but Cherry wins it. Caruso now plays it back to Beam, and again looking to waste a little bit of time. Chips it ahead, looking for his teammate there, Lewis. Beam gets it back, settles things down. Somerset really not pressuring the ball like they did early in the game. Morales plays it back to Perez. Perez slides in there, fighting for it. PC comes away. Caruso looks to send it up ahead to Morales. He wins it in the corner, makes a great move.
Oh, my.
Castro comes and sweeps it away from him. Now they're just playing dodgeball on the soccer field.
That's exactly right.
Kicking it off each other.
It's going to be Somerset with a throw. But there was line up and kick it at you right now.
Yeah, a whole lot of good plays and movements down there.
Well, we've gone to the 10-minute mark. There's another 5-minute chunk away.
Right. So Perez plays it off of Castro. So Pulaski will get the throw. And Bo Cherry's in a hurry. Misplayed there, but finds Perez's feet.
That might have been a push.
Castro trying to go for it. Now it's Absher. He gets ahead. He's going to get in some space, looking to try to make a play. I'm not sure what you call that move, but that was pretty. But defensively, again, right there,
how about that?
Beam.
Yep.
That time, I thought that was 16, that Parmalee, but Beam.
Yep.
And he's holding his shin, hobbling just a little bit. And that one is headed down. Here's trouble. Caruso finds it. And another opportunity. Those are the plays that Pulaski has had success with tonight, is the long ball with the high bounce.
Quick turnaround.
Yeah, Somerset in a hurry. Absher gets it taken away from him. Now Tomlinson, and it gets taken away from him by the aforementioned Beam.
He's had a nice night on this end.
He has. Now Perez gives it to Beam. Beam looking for Caruso. And Somerset's had enough of that, and they just send it out. We'll get a throw.
Well, they sent it out, but there were 5 white shirts and no black shirts back here. So all that does is help Pulaski County.
So we're going to have, waiting for, I believe, a sub to come in. No, it's going to get a throw. We got a sub standing and waiting to come in, but he's not going to be allowed on. Morales fights for it. And quickly put back in play. Tucker wins it. Finds Thomason. You can see a little bit more sense of urgency from this Briar Jumper crowd, and Absher is able to play it down. But there is the Parmalee young man that I've been talking about, doing a good job, not allowing Absher to get going. Tomlinson gets taken away.
Pulaski might have got caught with too many people out there, but they're going to let it ride.
Whitus sends it right side to Lopez. Lopez turns and looks. Will send it in. Has a runner. Gets a head on it.
Great centering pass, and Tomlinson just couldn't get enough of the mop on it, but
not able to finish it. But
we had a great angle at that. I mean, you could see it.
Yes.
And Pulaski has got it to the 7:15 mark with a 1-0 lead.
And so Lawson looking to put his foot to it. And we'll send it down. Again, here's one of these balls, but no, it doesn't stay in the field of play. And so Somerset will get a throw that they will take right here in front of the press box. Edwards will.
Hamilton will head it out of bounds.
So Somerset will get it again. Headed back. Now Absher was looking to make a pass. Get it, Mike. Ball goes over top of the press box.
As always, my can't jump got in the way of that. But
so they finally did allow the sub on. I missed it. I apologize.
Yeah. Well, Pulaski finally got one on a minute ago, and I think play had been going on 2 or 3 seconds.
Here's a good ball by Absher. Radia just run out of room, but now
corner.
They
waiting to see the call.
They are going to award a goal
kick. All right, that's what I was waiting.
Absher was tackled. A pretty nice hip check.
He's standing in the I can't believe
Perez.
that happened pose.
Right. Perez stepped in front of him, and the head referee and the assistant referee here on this side get together, talk about it, and they're going to stay where they're at, Mike.
Goal kick. Yep.
5 minutes, and we are going to get a stoppage, and we're waving somebody from the concession stand.
I have no idea what's going on.
I know what it is. We've got another unruly fan down here. We got an unruly fan, and so they're calling the AD or calling somebody.
Y'all go down there and take care of that. We're going to stay.
And he just threw somebody else out.
And he waved by.
Yeah, he just threw another.
Again, I don't need to know. I don't know which crowd's sitting to my right and to my left, but somebody to my right has been asked to go home.
And here comes the athletic director from Somerset. Here comes the athletic director.
Well, again, guys, you want people to be officials. I know it's a heated battle, and parents and fans get excited.
And they're going to miss calls, guys. I mean, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
And the only thing I can say.
Who is it, Michael? And you may disagree with it, and you can disagree. That's your right.
You and I even disagree every now and then.
But I'm not going to throw you out of the game.
That'd be all right. I probably earned it a time or two, but no, I hate this. The official clearly said, get them out of here.
So you are going to get a.
And if I'm Pulaski County, I know this sounds crazy. This is the best thing that could happen. I'm playing defense right now and trying to protect a 1-0 score. My guys are getting a full-blown timeout that doesn't occur in this sport, by the way.
Right.
Stoppage is the term.
And so still having a long discussion over here.
Don't lean out too far. You'll fall out the window.
Oh, no, I'm not going any further.
My partner's trying to lean out the window and see what's going on.
And right now, the discussion that's being taken place.
Well, Pulaski's wandering back toward their bench.
Coach Burkett, the athletic director from Somerset, is the one over there having the big discussion, and he is going to.
I think we're about to call him back to action. The head referee's walking. Yep, he's about to get everybody straight.
Yep. So long delay here at the 5:40 mark in the second half.
Give us a chance to tell you that on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard, it's 1-0 Pulaski with 5:40 to go in this one.
Guys, sit down.
Now we're trying to get fans.
And now somebody's standing in front of the fan. Venner's Law Office is our guest sponsor tonight. Want to thank them for coming along for the ride.
Someone might need a lawyer after this one.
Well,
if you do, call Venner's Law Office.
That's not why I went there, but I
Good
guess
timing though, right?
I'm assuming, yes. Let's just hope everybody plays nice and goes home.
Well, so now, after all the excitement, everything going on this side of the field, now we're going to walk over. We're going to have a conversation with the other assistant referee. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got 11 black jerseys. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got 11
We've got
white
3
jerseys.
officials, a ball, and 11 on each side. I think we should play.
Well, but the problem is they're sending Castro for Somerset.
Here we go.
No. Yeah, now we're good. So Lawson sends it way down the field. Ramirez will come away with it. He and Beam just going to play it back.
Beam's got nice feet.
Headed out of play.
Oh.
And Pulaski will get the throw right over in front of their bench. Give Coach Lewis an opportunity to maybe tell his squad.
At the
what
tone,
he's
there will
to do.
be 5 minutes to go in this game. Tone.
And it does tick under 5 minutes. Sent back out of play by the Briar Jumpers over there in the corner. So,
Well, if you're
again,
Pulaski, that's fine.
Yes, for Somerset, I mean, you're letting a lot of valuable time tick off the clock. And PC, you're exactly right.
And it's taking them 15 seconds to throw it in and rolling it around.
And Crusoe was running back and forth,
and he's
wasting some. Yeah, I mean, I like it. So, I mean, he's wasted 30 seconds there trying to just determine where the ball should be thrown in at. And Crusoe's going to send it all the way across. And I had a swinging and wild kick over here on this side that will get out of play. Hamilton, if he connected with that, Mike.
I know one thing about Hamilton. He's quick.
That would have been the most exciting.
It would have, yes.
Absher dismissed it, looking for Tomlinson. Tomlinson and Crusoe fight for it, comes away with it, and Caruso's going to get called for the foul. He comes in from behind, and again, nothing malicious, but Caruso, is that his second?
Probably.
No. I had Cherry.
He's got a yellow card out of this one.
Yeah, so Caruso will get the yellow at the 3:49 mark. So both teams, Mike, have had 2 yellow cards. And this is an area that Somerset will be able to put the ball into the box. So we've had a lot of stoppage time here in the second half due to injuries, due to unruly fans, due to all kinds of things, I guess. And having some trouble maybe getting his clock started, stopped, reset. He may hit the start over button. He may have a full 20 seconds on his watch right now, or 20 minutes.
A do-over, you say?
I think he's trying to get it squared away, and he will. So Ethan Whitus will send this one in the box, and it's a low line drive. Doesn't get much what he wanted, and Bream comes away with it. He and Tucker fighting for it. Tucker, scrappy, will get to it. Whitus kicks it back in, and now Perez is just going to send it back down the other field, and there's the hop. Again, Morales, and it's played off a Somerset player. Morales still going for it, and Somerset has to play it out. So Somerset's back line defensively.
Start counting.
1, Mississippi. Well, he's asking to put some more time on the clock. 3 something. He's saying, I've got the official time.
We are adding a little time, and I like they do it here so we have some idea what the actual time is, and that's unlike international soccer where you sometimes have no clue when the game's going to end.
Right. So he adds
Almost a minute. 14
3:50.
up to 55. Do the math. 40 seconds.
Right. And so now PC just throws it down there in the coffin corner, trying to.
Somerset again, though, will send it out of bounds.
Well, Kyle Bell tried to keep it in. Lopez was able to come away with it. Now he'll chip it ahead for Absher. Absher heads it, looking for Thomason on the left side over there. And before anything can really get going, you're going to see that was Maddox Randall, who will clear it out. And we're going to get another sub in here. No, they just gave Somerset the throw. Excuse me. And going to win going to be a goal kick. So,
of course, what you have to do, if I'm Pulaski, I've got somebody standing up there waiting to sub every stoppage to try to gain another 10 seconds or 15 seconds.
Sure. Now, Lawson's going to take his time. Before he lets this thing go, it's going to be, we're at 2:45. We were at 2:55. Going to take 15 seconds off the clock before he gets it downfield. And got two hands in the back there by the Somerset defender that gets away with. Excuse me. Again, here's Morales. He's going to find some space behind the defender.
He's onside.
He's onside.
Yes.
And Lineski has to come off the line, and we're going to get offsides. They said we thought he was onside, but a late offsides call.
Wow, he ran 40 yards, and 10 seconds later the flag came up. Yeah. Maybe he went back offsides.
Well, if you're Ted Lasso, he still doesn't understand the offsides call either.
Well, me and Ted have got something in common.
So ball played up in the air here in midfield, now headed down. Tucker.
We're under 2 minutes.
Plays it out wide. Now here's Absher. He makes a turn, and great defensive job over there again. And I believe that time, that was Parmalee again, if I'm not mistaken.
Can't read the number.
It's either Parmalee or Randall.
Old number 9.
I believe it was Randall. Now it's a foot race down in the corner. Absher gives chase, and it's going to be played out. Parmalee kicks it out of harm's way. So we're 122, Mike. If Somerset's going to make an attack, it needs to come right here. Thomason looking to make a move, jumps over the defender, tries to send it into the box, and now here he's going to get a shot on, but never finds, gets through space.
Tucker got a look.
Again, not able to get it on. The 19th shot tonight, but only 7 of them have been on goal, and we're under a minute.
And Lawson is in what he would call a stroll right now to go pick up the ball.
Well, and the referee calls a warning and stops the clock.
Yep, he'll stop the clock on him.
And make Lawson.
And that's good officiating too, by the way.
And so he's letting the Pulaski bench know. So Lawson looking to put his foot to it, and it will get across midfield. Find the foot of Lopez. We got 44 seconds, Mike, for something to happen. It's sent ahead, but nobody's there. Lopez steals it from the backside. Sends it to Whitus. Now across to Tucker. Tucker finds Thomason on the left side. And a good job over there again defensively, this time by Ethan Whitus. Whitus clears it out. The clock continues to run.
Kick that one down toward the football field.
Here's a cross sent in. Perez heads it out. A lot of contacts, not called, and sent all the way back down to the other end. And that should just about do it, Mike, as we tick down to 5.
We're looking.
And that will be, and I told you at the beginning of the game, you forget about that 7-1 victory a couple weeks ago, and Pulaski will come away with the 1-0 victory over the previously undefeated Somerset Briar Jumpers with a score of 1-0. Mike, I'm going to try to go get our player of the game.
All right.
You want to go there, or you want to go defensively?
Either or. I don't care.
Him or Lawson?
Surprise me.
What's your vote?
He was working. He said he didn't watch the game. Yeah, okay. Chris is going to go down to try to get a hold of us, player of the game. We're going to take a step out. 1-0 Pulaski with the win. Plenty of recap coming after this.
Toyota of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale, and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Here to come in 175-100, here to come in 175-2. I 200 down, got it here to come in a quarter.
Like successful sports programs, putting together a successful auction takes a lot of planning, organization, attention to detail, and teamwork. And you need dedicated and committed people pulling together. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we've been successfully selling the country since 1965. Ford Brothers Auctioneers. Give us a call or visit us online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
And welcome back to Pulaski County Northern Middle School. I almost said high school. Where tonight, Pulaski County, in what would only be considered an upset, a 1-0 win over Somerset. Somerset's going to fall to 7-2 on the season. Pulaski will improve to 5-7 on the season, and they will split the regular season. Somerset winning the first match 7-1. Pulaski winning this one 1-0. Going to give you a scoring recap, and it probably won't take long. Only one goal scored in the entire contest, as Owen Lewis scores for Pulaski County at the 37:55 mark of the second half on an assist from Josh Caruso, and that was held up in Pulaski County. Hats off to Coach Nick Lewis and his team for tonight. They played defense against one of the highest scoring offenses in the state of Kentucky and a couple of the leading scorers in the state of Kentucky. Didn't matter, as tonight they pitched the shutout, and that shutout was recorded by Pulaski County keeper Gavin Lawson. A great night in goal for Somerset, as Landon Lineski also only gave up the one goal, but again, that was enough. So shots on goal for Somerset, somewhere in the neighborhood of 19, 4 corner kicks. The goalkeeper only had to make a couple saves, and 4 fouls were recorded against Somerset. For Pulaski County, 8 shots on goal. Goalkeeper saves 7 in the game, 3 fouls, a couple offsides called. And again, we had a couple 3 yellow cards, but nothing flagrant. We did have a fan or fans or some that was out of our view, and that's good, because I'll only opine on the fact that they were asked to leave. And I will say this, it gets harder and harder to get officials to do high school sports, and the primary complaint that you hear from officials is the abuse that they take. Folks, officials are like us. They make mistakes every now and then. We do too. Coaches make mistakes, and you fans, if you want to get a shirt, come join them. If you don't, give it a break. We're going to have a player of the game hopefully going to join us in just a minute. It'll give me one more chance to thank our sponsor of the game tonight. We have a guest sponsor. The Venters Law Office was part of our sponsor group tonight, and we thank them for joining us. We also want to thank Entrust Healthcare for being with us from the get-go. Entrust has made it their mission to be a trusted leader in promoting mental health in Kentucky for the last 23 years. They personalize your service to meet your needs, whether it be in the office, over the phone, or through the computer. Call Entrust at 606-676-0638 to get services started today from anywhere in Kentucky. You can always visit their Facebook page at Entrust Healthcare, Entrust Healthcare Counseling Service, to learn more about how they can help you or your family today. At Entrust, your mental health matters. We want to thank Chris for going down on the field, and you've brought our guests back. And all I can say is, Mr. Lawson, Gavin Lawson's going to join us. How are you, man? Good. Need a breath? Need something to drink? How's it feel to throw a shutout at one of the highest scoring teams in the state of Kentucky?
I have to give a lot of credit to my defense. Obviously, I had a couple saves, but my defense really came in clutch there.
Let's take a moment, because I had you turned down enough. The people at home may not have heard you. How does it feel?
It feels good. I do have to give a lot of credit to my back line because they stepped up big. Best game they played all season. I mean, it means a lot. We lost bad last time, and it just I don't even know.
I know one thing you did tonight. You caused the 12th region to open up a little bit when it comes to soccer now, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean.
This was available for people to watch on YouTube if they want to go to LakeCumberlandSports.com. Around the state, our viewership will go up over the next few days because people are going to say, Pulaski beat Somerset. Well, how did that happen? And they're going to be able to go get – I thought you had a great game plan. I'm speculating, and if I'm wrong, you feel free to tell me because I had been wrong before. But I thought Coach Lewis had you guys tonight with the understanding you weren't going to give up a lot of stuff uncontested.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be in a full open field game.
Yeah.
And you attacked when you had an advantage down on this end, but most of the night were content to find the scorers from Somerset and frustrate them.
Yeah, absolutely. We cut off their through ball lanes because they just ate us alive last game like that. They've got super quick forwards, and our center backs did well cutting out those. And we just played we need to play long balls over the top because some of their defenders couldn't deal with some of my long kicks and then other people's long kicks on our team. And that's what led to the goal eventually. We brought the ball down, passed it, and it opened up for Owen down there.
Three other opportunities almost, too. Like you said, my partner made the point about the long ball, that you all – and at times it was a 1-on-4 run that you were kicking to, but you all seemed to manage to come up with the ball.
Yeah.
Does this make going to practice a little easier, the working to get ready to play the next game a little easier? And the bragging rights that might go with just being able to say, hey, by the way, we did beat you guys.
We did beat them. And this is one of their best teams they've had in a while, and it does mean a lot to beat us, especially this is my senior year. We have 3 seniors. We're more of in a rebuilding year, having a tough start to the season. We've won 2 in a row now, which does feel good, and we're just looking to pick up momentum and carry it on to the next games we have coming up this weekend.
Absolutely. Congratulations in the fact that you threw a shutout at a bunch. And, again, you had all kinds of help. We're not singling you out as the only. But you all managed to throw a shutout at a pretty prolific scoring team. And I don't think anybody else has been able to say that this year.
Yeah, that's the only time this year I'm pretty sure they haven't scored, which is –
It is, and they had only, again – you only gave up 1 goal tonight, but 1 tonight in the scheme of things was enough.
Yeah, absolutely. It does. It still. It means a lot, especially.
I wish I had you a cold drink of water or Gatorade to give you. I know you're exhausted, but the adrenaline's still there, right?
Yeah. I can't think straight.
Mr. Lawson, thank you. Congratulations. Best of luck for the rest of the season. And when you get up, make sure that microphone cord doesn't trip you because the coach is going to want you at practice tomorrow instead of up here with me. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Great job. Shutout. What more can I say? He pitched the 0 tonight as Pulaski County will come away with a 1-0 win over Somerset in this crosstown rival. And we want to thank Mr. Lawson for stepping in, spending a minute with us. Somebody get him something to drink. It's only fair. Congratulations, young man. Once again, tomorrow night, Chris, you going to join me so we can say good night? Chris is having a conversation about the game. Pat, you know who we're doing tomorrow night? Well, good, because I'm about to tell the people because we do have a game tomorrow night, and I'm going to make sure we get it promoted. The game tomorrow night will be boys soccer, South Laurel at Southwestern at 7:30. Then on Thursday night, boys soccer, Wayne County at Somerset Christian at 6 o'clock. And then on Saturday at 7:30, girls soccer, Somerset and Pulaski County will renew the rivalry. I've got Chris back with us. I stole his stat sheet, so I read stats like I kept them. Sorry about that, partner. Thanks for going and getting Mr. Lawson. Your recap as we get ready to wrap this up. You told me before the game that this would be an interesting game. Well, I had my doubts. So I'm going to leave it at that, but it was an interesting game.
It really was. And so did you give a rundown?
I did.
Okay, so
I did.
Don't need to do anything else there. But, yeah, you're exactly right. And, you know, I said it before the game. I don't know how much I really believed myself. But, I mean, you talk about, like I said, what happened last year between these two. You know, Somerset comes in 7-1. Did they come in maybe a little overconfident? Maybe. But PC had a great game plan. They stuck to it.